Hello guys, Gustavo here from Relevant English, and today I'm going to answer the question, what do you do? So if you want to learn how to answer this question, stay tuned for this video. Normally, when we make the question, what do you do? We want to know what is the person's profession. What's her job? What does she do? Me, for example, I'm an English teacher, ESL English teacher, which means English as a second language teacher. So I teach for an English school in the moment. And well, that's what I do right now. And I'm also doing my videos on YouTube. And my mission is to help you to learn English in a way that is not boring, a way that is good, it's cool. Okay, so what I do, I basically teach English. So I use a methodology that we teach in English with 100% in English, 100% English content. So all the things I do, all the things I say is in English. We focus on pronunciation, pronunciating the words correctly. This is very important for me and also the school that I work in. And the idea of this YouTube channel basically is to have my own students and build, and not only build but strengthen my English school. This is one of the earliest videos from this channel. Actually, I've tried other videos back in 2023. I've got some short videos and about 11 regular videos here on YouTube that I have made them all private because these videos, basically, they have Portuguese and English, and that's not how I work right now. So what I do now is something much better than I used to do back then, because when I was teaching English using my mother language, which is Portuguese, I was limiting my audience. I was limiting all the students that I could have to Portuguese speakers. But I don't think that using this methodology of learning your language, learning English using your language as a reference doesn't really work well. I believe that you are capable of learning English without absolutely nothing of your language, at least in the classes. Okay, for me, if you need to translate some words, okay, it's not a sin. When I learned English, I translated a lot of words. But now, when I see a word in English, I would rather pretty much take that word and put meaning in front of that word. For example, let's think the word home. So let's suppose that I don't know what home is. So I go on Google, Bing, whatever search engine you like to use, and you put there home and meaning. By doing this, Google normally, or whatever, like Bing with Copilot, for example, and other search engines, will give you the meaning of the word, but that's gonna be great. And also, normally, if you go into a dictionary website like Merriam-Webster and my favorite, Cambridge, you will not only have the definition and the examples as most of them do, but also you can click and listen to the pronunciation. We have different kinds of pronunciation: the American pronunciation or the British pronunciation. And that helps a lot, because when you do this, you learn how to, you understand about the word rather than just translating. Okay, many times if you just translate the word from English to your language can be much faster. Yeah, that's true, it's much faster. But you're gonna have to think about the word and then English. So it's much better if you look at the word and you look at the meaning and you try to understand that. And when it is an object, just go on your search engine and look at the images. So you're going to see a lot of images. So it's also very interesting for you to learn English by looking at images. Not all words will work on that, but things that are physical will be much easier for you to use that way of learning. And of course, the dictionary from your language to English will be quite helpful when you're trying to learn, you're trying to know how to say that word that you're thinking now in your language in English. Well, you need that. So in this case, it's totally okay to translate. Okay, I'm not an enemy of translation. As a matter of fact, I have already done some voluntary translations from Portuguese to English. So it's quite helpful, and it's also quite a nice profession, nice job to have. And besides working as an English teacher and doing the YouTube videos, a couple of months ago, a couple of months basically means 2 months ago, I was doing an internship in the IT area. The internship was about support in IT and also working with the data area with SQL. It was very nice, even though it was presential. I don't like working presentially. I prefer much more working like this remotely. For me, it's way better, much better. But it's okay. There are things that you can only work presentially, and working at a computer that you were obligated, that I was obligated to bring back home after working, felt absolutely nonsensical. Like, it didn't make any sense. No sense at all. So that's what I do. So I'm an English teacher. I'm a YouTuber, and back in 2 months ago, I was also an IT intern. Oh, and let me tell you what being an intern is. When you do an internship, you're, at least here in my country, you work for less hours, you get a lower salary because you are learning. So you're just learning how to do the job. You are studying, but you need the practice. You need to practice. So you do the internship. And that will be it, guys. So please don't forget to hit the like, to comment, and if you're not subscribed and really like the content, please subscribe to be updated with my new videos. And well, if you want to do an exercise after this one, just to check if you really understood everything I said, on the comments there will be a link for a quiz about everything that I told in this video. So if you want to make your English relevant, if you want to have a relevant English, come with me. See ya.